What is going on here?
Hello? Hello? Dirty. We're a bit dirty. There's a lot of confusion around starting an online business. A lot of people don't know which one to start. A lot of people don't know much about online business, especially, a lot of people viewing this channel, you might be very, very early beginner and you're looking for what the best business is, what the easiest way to go about it. Do you need to set up legal stuff, blah, 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 all that stuff, okay? And I'm going to talk to you about that today. So, without further ado, let's get straight into the video. Number one, choose the right business for you. Now, what do I mean by that? Choosing the right business, it really depends on what your goals are and what you want to achieve with your online business. Now, the question you might be asking yourself is, which one is best for me, as in best for you? There's really no real answer for that. And that's just the basic, transparency of it all. There's no one business that is better than the other, okay? Some people may have tried Amazon FBA and did better in dropshipping when they tried that. Some people may have tried both of those and then they had success selling on eBay. Some people may have tried all those three and then they didn't like those three and they went ahead and started their own social media marketing agency and they did that, right? Some people maybe opened their own brick and mortar store. Maybe they're in retail shop, okay? Maybe they did a Colonel Sanders and they're selling fried chicken. Who knows, right? When it comes to online business, there's no one answer and it really depends on what your goals are. I know for me, the thing that got me into online business, the reason why I started researching it back in, 2016, I was attracted to the idea of being able to do business online, to be able to do business from my laptop, whether that was selling my own products, whether that was doing affiliate marketing, anything like that, maybe email marketing back then, anything like that. I liked the idea of being able to do business from my computer. I was sick of the idea of basically trading my time for money. The amount of money I made was relative to the amount of hours I spent. It was like I didn't like being paid on an hourly basis. It wasn't like I was making the most money in retail, right? So I thought to myself, I don't like the idea of this. So for me personally, I like the idea of being able to do work from my laptop using an internet connection and then being able to try different things, right? You need to find out what you like and why you want to get into e-commerce. It's going to be a big part of what kind of business you choose. And if you're really not sure on what to do what a lot of other people do and what I've done as well. Try one thing, give it a really good go. Like I'm talking about minimum 6 months, right? Minimum 6 months. But if you really know that you don't like it after those 6 months, then go ahead and try something else. You try 4 things, okay? That's 2 years. You give it a really good crack. That's 2 years out of your life. You've tried 4 different things. 2 years out of your life is really not that much when you look in the bigger picture. Now, if you really don't know what you want to do, try some things first and then you can figure out what you want to do. But you got to have a why, okay? You really have to have a reason why, and that's going to help you push you in the direction of what kind of online business is good for you. Now, number 2 is you need to create a roadmap or at least a game plan, right? You can call it a business plan as well. But with this, you need to make sure you know the direction you're heading in, okay? I know with me, I was heading in the direction of, okay, I want to be able to make enough to support myself and not be able to, not have to work a 9-to-5 job. Remember for me, my very first, main goal when I first started selling on Amazon FBA, I wanted to sell at least 3,000 to 4,000 in a month. On my first product, it took some time, okay? It took some time to actually start moving that product, but I was able to do that. If it's not a business plan, you need to at least have a reason why. You need to have a roadmap. You need to have some kind of plan, some kind of goal, okay? At the very least, some kind of goal. If you're just thinking to yourself, okay, I want to start an online business just because, you're not going to get anywhere. Or you can say to yourself, I want to start an online business to make some money. That's great. Everyone starts business to make money, okay? No one starts business just for the fun of it, right? Sometimes they do. I think it's fun anyway, but you got to have something alongside just doing it for fun. Because if you just do it for fun, then it's like all blasé and you have no idea where you're heading. And then when something gets tough, then it's like, why are you pushing? What's the reason why? So you need to tell yourself a goal, something very simple like, okay, I want to make $1,000 per month, or I want to make $500 per month. And then you tick that off and you go, okay, I want to make $1,500 per month, or I want to make $3,000 per month, right? And then you keep slowly building yourself up. Or you can say something like, okay, if it's Amazon FBA, right? I want to launch my first product, okay? A lot of people have that goal. I want to launch my first product. And then after that, you can say, I want to sell 50 units per month of my product. Or if you're doing, say, social media marketing, I want to get my first client. I want my client to pay me $1,000 per month, $500 per month. You got to have a goal, write it down, okay? And then you can start, basically picking what points, it's basically like stepping stones, okay? Get your first client, pay $500 per month. Get your second client, pay $1,000 per month. Okay, how far am I to that $3,000 per month that I want to hit? I'm about halfway, right? We're at $1,500 per month right now. So how many more? And then you got to work it out. It's like, how many more clients do I need to get that $3,000 per month? What do I need to do? And then it's almost like you're doing those dot points, and then you start working your way backwards. And it's like, okay, you're ticking off these goals, and then you're thinking to yourself, wow, like I'm a quarter way there already. And it's like, wow, I'm halfway there. It's like, by the time you know it, you're going to hit that $3,000 and you're going to think to yourself, damn, I'm actually pretty close to where I want to be. And it's like, it's going to take time, but you're like, I'm so much further along this road than what I was. So you really need a plan. You need a roadmap. You need some direction as to where you're going. Otherwise, when it gets hard, you're not sure which direction to turn. And it's going to be really hard to keep reminding yourself as to why you're doing it, because it gets hard, right? It's not just... in business, you might have seen, the image where it's like, what people think starting a business looks like, and it just goes like this, or being an entrepreneur just looks like this, where really it's like this. It's like, it's going up and down, up and down, up and down, and then up, and then down, and then up. You're constantly going up and down, up and down, up and down, but in an upwards trend. It's like that, right? But sometimes you hit lulls, it goes down, and you got to keep working your way back up, right? So it's never just this, and it's never just like one big constant gradient curve, whatever you want to call it. It's not like that. Number 3, I would say number 3 and number 4 can be interchangeable, but I'll just do this one as number 3, and that is you need to sort out your legal stuff, okay? Very self-explanatory. Now, I am not a legal professional. Don't take any of this as actual legal advice. But you got to set up stuff like your business structure. You got to set up stuff like your taxes, and I would only do this once you've actually started a business. I have so many people, and a lot of these are students that come to me and say, do I need to have just an ABN? Do I need to be a sole trader? Do I need to form a company? Do I need to do this? Do I need to get insurances? It's like, have you started selling yet? It's like, no, not yet. Don't stress so much about the legal stuff. It's like, I would still get professional help from an accountant, from a tax professional. Yes, of course you need that help. You need that advice, but don't worry about having this fully structured, like set up sort of empire kind of state of business if you haven't even started selling anything, if you haven't made any money in your business. At the very least, I would personally, this is what I did. This is not what you have to do, but what I did was just got an ABN and then just started trying to sell. I didn't worry about like company structure. I didn't worry about all of that. It's like I didn't worry about GST until I needed to apply for GST. I needed to be registered for GST. So don't stress too much about the legal side of things. Yes, I would get advice from professional, but don't worry about having this ultimate sort of business structure. Just get the basics done first, okay? Everyone's situation is going to be different, but the main thing I wanted to drill into you with this is that don't overthink the legal stuff, right? The legal stuff comes along, the taxes, the business structure, all of that comes along after you start basically doing business, after you start making money, okay? Get an ABN, get some help from an accountant or a tax professional, and then you can worry about the rest of that stuff later. Number 4, you have to market your business, okay? You're at the point now where you know what business you want to do. Maybe you've already started selling products, okay? You got the legal stuff out of the way. Now you need to market it, whether that is doing advertisement. If you're doing Amazon FBA, you can advertise through Amazon's platform. If you're doing drop shipping, then you need to do Facebook ads, or you can do Google AdWords. If you've got your own website building business, then you can create your own website for that. You can get help doing that. Some form of advertisement, whether that's word of mouth, whether that's paid advertisement. You need to start marketing your business because you need to start getting the word out there. Now, I'm actually fortunate enough with a lot of my business in terms of the course, in terms of helping other people start their own businesses. A lot of mine was actually due to word of mouth and a lot of organic traffic through YouTube. And that's how I've made the majority of my business. Basically helping other people start their own businesses was through the organic reach of YouTube. So I haven't done too much in terms of paid advertisement. So I'm very lucky with that. But you still going to get to the point eventually where you have to advertise, whether that is word of mouth. Like I said, I'm very fortunate I was able to do more so organic reach, but now I'm getting to the point where I got to look at doing paid advertisement because you can't keep with the organic stuff forever, right? You need to do paid advertisement. You need to grow somehow. So you need to look at advertisement. You need to look at ways to push your product, push your business out there. And last one, number 5, be persistent. Okay, this stuff is not gonna come easy. Think of it this way, and a lot of people are very, very not stuck up, but they think they're entitled. A lot of people who are looking to start businesses, especially online businesses, they think that they're entitled to not put work into it. And I like to think of it this way, right? Because a lot of people are, a lot of people come up to me and they say, how long do I need to, work to make this work? It's basically like, how much time do I need to put into this until it's making money? How much time do I need to put? It's like, you can't look at it that, you can't look at, okay, if it's not done by 3 months, if it's not done by 6 months, then that's it. Okay. When I said before about trying out different things, 6 months or so, that is sort of figuring out what you want to do. When you know what you want to do, you can't just leave it. You can't just do it for like 3 months, 6 months, and then if it doesn't work, then that's it. The way I like to think of it is, if you are looking to start a business that could potentially change your life, in the sense of you could do it as a full-time income, you could do it as extra money, as a side hustle. If you're looking at it in that sense, and you are only willing to put 6 months into it to change the course of your life, maybe it's not fit for you. Any business owner you know, any successful business person you know, any successful athlete that you know, it doesn't happen overnight. And that's why I've said be persistent with this, because you can't just get it given to you, okay? When I say be persistent, I mean there's going to be ups and downs. There's always going to be ups and downs. There's no way that it just goes smooth sailing the whole way, right? So please be persistent, and don't just take it for granted, and don't think that you are somehow, going to just become some success in a few weeks or a few months, and it's just going to all work out well, and then, yep, e-commerce is my way to free. You can't think in terms like that. You got to think of it as though, okay, this is my business. I'm essentially a business owner now. The only way that this business is going to grow is if I put time and effort into it, okay? If I put the effort into it, it will grow. Something that you think could have the potential to change your life, you need to have persistence with it, okay? It's not going to happen overnight. So I'm going to leave that video there, guys, but I hope you got some valuable info out of it. Again, this is only from my personal experiences of owning my own online businesses for the past few years, past 3-4 years. But if you do have any other questions, please let me know. But apart from that, I hope you guys are having a wonderful day or night wherever you're watching. I'll see you guys in the next one.